chicken is even better than KFC though? You ever had Vaughn's hot deli fried chicken? And Mojo potatoes? It hits.
You know what I don't like though? What's the chicken place? Canes.
Oh, yeah.
Hear me out, right? You have 3 things on your menu,
And
which
they're
like
all chicken strips.
we being from California, understand this because In-N-Out has 1, 2, and 3 on their menu.
In-N-Out is delicious.
Okay,
So.
that's my point. If you're going to only have 3 things on your menu, make it be the best damn chicken, bread, and lemonade I've ever had.
I agree.
Don't give me Texas toast from the frozen package and Tyson chicken and make me pay $100 for it.
Yeah.
And then be mad when I'm like, it's not even
Bro,
that good.
fast food now is not worth it because it's so expensive. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm
I'm
Karen.
Gloria, and we are Chaos and Company.
We sit down every week and we have no idea what we're going to talk about. Not every week, but this week,
9
that's
times
the
out
case.
of 10.
This week we're playing How Did We Get Here, but we have no idea where to start.
Literally.
So we're just going to wing it.
Well, I guess we could start. I made Karen read a sad book.
Y'all, Gloria had been like pushing this. Well, she didn't even push it. She talked about it one week. And then it came up in my like, might want to read things. And so I was like, okay. I started listening to it and then I forgot that I was listening to it. So I restarted it like a week later. And then I got into it. And then I was mad from the beginning to the end. So
Dude,
mad.
I feel your pain because I remember as I read it the first time, I was like, if this book does not get happier, I am going to be pissed off.
Well, and the whole time we're talking, so the book is called The Women and it's by
Kristin Hannah.
Yeah. And it's based on the Vietnam War and women who went to war, essentially. And this girl goes to war
as a nurse.
Yeah. And then everything just goes to shit for the rest of her life.
Literally.
Until she's in her 30s.
It's insane. There's so much like love and loss and sadness and heartbreak. But I read like her little thing at the end where she talks about how she had talked to women that actually worked in the Vietnam War, and she just said she felt so honored to tell their story. So I thought that was cool because a lot of the people back in that time did not believe that women went to war.
Which I think is so funny. Like,
they were like, yeah, right.
You think they sent men over there to stitch each other up?
No.
No, bro.
Well, there was men doctors. Never. I'm sure men went as nurses. I'm not sure, but I think it was mainly women nurses.
Well, yeah, because that's mainly what's in that profession, and it just cracks me up that they'd be like, "You would." The whole book, when people are like,
"Women didn't go to work."
Oh, you weren't in combat.
Yeah.
You weren't in combat, but then you've already read her story, right? I just wanted to scream at her and be like, "Bitch, you were in combat." If you're getting bombed
every day,
and not even that, her first base, the helicopters were their cue that someone was coming and hurt, right? And you're still dealing with the trauma, the screaming, the aftermath, the chaos of it all.
My God,
then,
the
like,
blood
like,
alone.
I wasn't in combat.
Like seeing limbs ripped off and chests just concaved or open completely.
And to just debrief those, so clean them, leave them open, and be like, we'll see what happens here. No.
And you have to think, like, these women were really heroes. They saved a lot of these men They are the reason a lot of these men came home to their families.
Mm-hmm. When she discusses, so she's a nurse. She becomes a nurse at like
Mm-hmm.
17, works in a hospital, and is like, this is boring. Her brother goes to war, so she goes to every
Military.
military
Yes.
branch until she finds one that will send her
Mm-hmm.
immediately. Does basic training, and she's like so
Yeah.
hyped. She's like, I'm gonna nurse the shit out of Vietnam.
Yeah.
And the first time she's in the OR and this person comes in, she like
Yeah.
freezes and realizes she knows
Yeah.
nothing.
Literally. She's like, we didn't do this in
Which
training.
like
It's like, yeah, no.
is like every job you've ever had.
Literally, I thought the same thing, which is bonkers to me. I'm
Yeah.
like, can we get some more training? And I'm the type of person that I need somebody to like break things down and really explain them to me so I know exactly how to do them. It's just my brain
Yeah.
is not going to just learn it because you told me how to do it. Like, I need to be shown
Yeah.
and we need to go through it. Jobs don't do that.
I learn better from working.
Yeah.
So like if you tell me the basic rules and tell me how nice I have to be on a scale and throw me in, I'm
Yeah.
good. One time I trained with a company and I had to do like 4 weeks of online
Yeah.
training. And I trained on this new system, is what the training kept referring to
Yeah.
it as. My first shift on the floor, I started at like 5 a.m. I was working with vendors and I got out there and the computers were so old and the manager tried walking me through what I was supposed to do and I was like, this is not the system I was trained on. And he went, yeah, we don't have that system yet. And I went, I have no idea what to do.
Then why would they give that to you for training?
And when I tell you I've never seen a computer system that old before that or since.
What
like
year was that?
2012.
Wow.
Yeah. But you had to click through screens. It was like F buttons and it was
Oh.
it was terrible. It was the most unprepared. I didn't last long because I was like, I literally can't do my job because I don't know
Yeah.
how. Like you trained me on a system that doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
That is so funny. Well, I am reading another Kristin Hannah book. I have gotten obsessed with her, like I said before. This book is about the Great Depression.
Lord, I can't.
It's so good though. I'm about halfway through it. But her books are very, you read them and it gets to a point where you're like, I can't put this down. I need to know what happens right now.
Yeah.
And
yeah, and that's how I felt. I was poor Gloria. I was like texting her and I was like, if this guy dies and then he dies. And then I'm like, if this thing dies, it dies. And then I'm like, so help me if this guy's alive. And then he fucking is alive. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
it is
It's
annoying because I also have that ADHD thing where I can predict what's going to happen. You know what's crazy is that this book, I have not been able to predict like what the hell is going to happen next. So I'm kind of enjoying that.
The minute anything in the storyline would happen and I'd be like, man, it'd be really shitty if
That it happened.
that would be the next thing that happened. I have a question though. You're single. You're her. You're over there.
Right.
You spend that year and a half or year with Jamie. Do you kiss him before he leaves?
Yeah.
Me too.
Are you kidding me?
Wife be damned.
Are you
I'm
kidding
sorry.
me?
Listen, I don't know. I'm just picturing it like, I don't know. I don't know what I would have done, but I knew the minute he said, I love you, what was going to happen next. And I was pissed.
Well, you should read The Nightingale. They're making it a movie, and I believe the Fanning sisters are playing the sisters in that book.
Oh, yeah. Oh, interesting.
And that one is about Nazi. Back when Hitler was... Well, these books they're like, what is it called? Historical fiction or something. That's what they
Yeah.
are. So like every
Yeah.
book is going to be some fucked up thing that happened in the past. But The Nightingale, so good, but the ending will piss you off a little bit.
Yeah. I don't like
I
that.
know.
I
Even
think I
this ending
love.
pissed me off with the women. I was like,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
need more.
yes.
I need to know that they lived happily ever after. I need to know.
Not even happily ever after. They were robbed.
Yes.
Like, it just sucks because I know so many people who come home from
Mm-hmm.
war, and I know that war was especially
Yeah.
bad. And so it just, the whole thing
Yeah.
sucks. But
That's interesting. Was that like triggering to you at all?
I don't know. I think the whole she never caught a
Yeah.
break. One, every time her parents were trying to help her,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't
No.
helpful.
They didn't
And
get it.
she just, no. And what's crazy though is in that time, so in the book, her mom is like, here's how you
Yeah.
survive, and gives her uppers and downers, right? Which at the time, that's why people are like, why can't women keep it together like the 1950s? Because we're not on drugs, y'all.
Yeah.
We're not doing cocaine in the morning and Valium at
And her
night,
mom
okay?
said that's what she would
So,
use.
yes. And you can see her cycle through
Mm-hmm.
it and how normal she feels. Like she feels not normal because she's not able to adjust to the
Yeah.
medicines as easily.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it becomes an addiction. But just how horribly she was treated, recognized, like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, you think like women weren't even allowed to have credit cards till the 1978.
Wow.
So it's like,
Yeah.
shocker.
It's funny. It's funny
But
that I even like her books because I'm the type of person that I don't care about history. I hated it when we were in school. I'd be like, I don't
I love
want to learn about
history.
this. I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
not into it. But these books, I'm obsessed. And I will be reading all of them. Every single one she's
Yeah.
gotten out there. Even Firefly Lane, even though I have already watched that.
Yeah. That was a
Yeah,
good
I didn't
show
know it was
though.
a novel.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna read that too.
I am on the last book of the series of A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I'm really gonna be sad when it ends, I think.
Wait,
But
so
so I was reading the fourth book
yeah,
last
did you
week.
you
Now
finished
I'm
it?
on the I finished it.
Okay.
So I'm on the fifth book. I'm like 100 pages in on the fifth, but
I thought there was two more.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
I could have sworn you said there was two more.
I know. I might have been hopeful. I'll keep you updated,
Don't
but
you
as of right now, I
don't
think
you
it's
hate
just.
when you read a
Oh wait,
series
they're
and
in the
then
book.
you're done and you kind of get sad about it? You're like, well, what do I
Yes,
do
because
now?
this she has a lot of series. Okay, yeah. So I'm reading A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah Moss. And it's the last one in this series. But then she has a Throne of Glass series that has 8 books.
Oh, okay.
And then she has a Crescent City series that has 3 books, but I think by the time it in these, I think she's added to that series, but I might be crazy.
Are you gonna continue to read her other series that she has?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I need a break or if I keep going. I just really like her storytelling and
Okay.
like,
Because these books are like fantasy fairy tale ish.
yeah, which normally I'm like, not for me, but I don't know. These are really
Mm-hmm.
good. I think I'm getting the characters straight in my head
That's
now
good.
that I'm in the very last book.
That's good.
Yeah, it's wild. There is a coloring book.
Oh,
I have not,
with like the people drawn in there?
it's like, mm-hmm. Yeah, so I did look that up because I was like, oh, I want it, but I don't think I would color it. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna buy it.
I'm not really a colorer
But yeah.
either. I
Oh, I
used
love
I
to color.
used to.
I got that kind of time.
It hurts my hands. I have carpal tunnel so bad.
Oh, same.
I really should be wearing like compression
Braces.
gloves when I'm doing stuff.
I have gloves for
Yeah,
bed.
I don't. I used to. I have no idea where they went. But yeah, I don't. I don't wear them anymore. I used to.
I wear them when I have flare-ups because I get it real bad and then it'll go away. And so
I
I'm
don't know.
like,
Mine hurt every day. Every day.
mm.
Doing Monday folding laundry hurts.
Laundry's the worst.
Yeah, I have to do so much
I'm so
laundry after
tired.
this and clean my house because it's a disaster. And we weren't even home that long yesterday. So I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, I put my girls' sheets in the washer before I
Yeah,
came up here. So much
it's
laundry
too
to do.
much. I'm over it.
It's way too much.
I'm over the
hmm
laundry.
I also have a lot of yard work I'm gonna have to do. I really need to get my weeds pulled before everything turns to winter out
Does it
here.
snow
So
where you're at? Do you
yeah,
hate it or love it?
I don't know. I I love it when it snows
Yeah.
if I don't have to leave my house.
Yeah. That's how I feel about the rain.
I don't want to be in the snow.
Yeah. I feel the same
See,
way.
I love the rain. Yeah, I don't love driving in
No.
the rain, but like once I get to work and it's raining and it's gorgeous, I love looking out over the
Yeah.
city. Now, if it's snowing, I'm not driving.
No. I wouldn't drive in the snow.
If it's freezing raining, I'm
Oh,
not
heck
driving.
no.
No.
It's a good thing you can work from home.
Yeah. I worked as an in-home aide for a job for a long time and you like had a card that said you were necessary. So if you got pulled over for driving in the really bad storms, you could tell the police that you were necessary. And I hated that. I was like, no, if it's snowing, it should be a rule that nobody has to go to work.
I feel the same way. I think it's wild that people drive in the snow.
The house was up on this hill too. And I remember one year it was so
Yeah.
cold, I couldn't get my car up the hill and they hadn't plowed yet. So I was like down at the bottom of the hill and I called the house and the night person was there and I was like, you just have to hang out until we can get our cars up the road because we can't get to you.
What? So you just had to sit in your
It
car?
was so insane. Yeah, and just wait for the plows to come.
Bro, that's wild.
Oh, I'm so tired today. We got up and went to, there's a walk called Cincinnati Walk for Kids, and it's like a charity walk that we do every year with Sean's company. And we got up early and went down there, and now I'm like, I'm so tired. I could just fall asleep. Sean's like, don't fall asleep while you're filming. And I was like, maybe I'll make coffee. He goes, I think we've already had too much coffee. I was like,
How
oh,
much
I know
coffee
we
have you
have.
had?
That's like all I've
Oh
had
my
today.
God, you should eat something.
I mean, I ate. We went to a Cracker
I
Barrel.
love Cracker Barrel. Haven't been in a long time.
I feel like you only go like on road trips.
Yeah, you don't go every day. Mm-mm.
No.
I really like what's that other one called? Not Cracker Barrel. It's a buffet. And now I can't remember what it's called. But it's like Hometown Buffet with a different name.
Whenever I say that, Sean's like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, I can't believe you don't
What?
know what Hometown Buffet is. We used to go all the
It
time.
is so sad to me that it's gone. Like it just doesn't
I
exist.
Today I hate buffets.
Yeah. Well, I can't eat enough to actually like we went to a buffet yesterday and I literally had a plate of food and a salad. I don't think it's worth it.
No. The idea of other people having access to the food that I'm getting.
True.
I can't.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I never thought about it that way.
Yeah. So did you watch Candace Owens this week?
No, I have not.
I didn't watch her last video. I watched like a couple videos at the beginning of
Yeah.
the week and I went kind of getting off the rails here, Candace. And I get it.
Yeah. What is she saying?
Oh, I just remember thinking this could be a cult. Now, it is hard because we don't historically know everything that goes into Israel being a part of America.
Right.
And I didn't know, like, foreign governments, well, I do know this, but I didn't know Israel could. So foreign governments are not allowed to lobby our politicians.
Mm.
There's laws
Right.
against that. Well, Israel is exempt from that. So Israel does lobby. By the way, if you're watching this, I have no idea what any of this
Yeah.
means. Okay. I don't have an opinion one way or the other because I don't, what are we lobbying? I don't know.
Right.
So I get that they're involved and people are like, I don't know, lawyers are Jews and people in reporting are Jews and
Yeah.
everyone's a Jew and I don't
Yeah.
understand. But she's very like all of a sudden and not anti-Jew, but like actually I found a podcast where she was on Theo Vaughn's podcast like 6 months
Oh,
ago,
okay.
spelling out Israel and why they're so invested in our government and how um our government is being affected by them and stuff like that. And there's a lot like Theo didn't know. It was funny. He's like, I have no idea what you're
Of
talking about.
course.
Um, and Candace is just like spouting off facts. She's like,
Yeah.
fact check me. And I don't know. She doesn't believe that necessarily Tyler Robinson is the
Yeah.
killer,
I did see
which
that.
I also don't know. Have you heard the 911 calls from after the
I have not
shooting?
been fed
What?
any 911 calls and I haven't gone looking. But what I was going to say is Charlie Kirk was also not very fond of Israel.
And he was beginning to voice
Exactly.
that, I think is what's
I know.
crazy.
That's why a lot
And
of what she
did
says makes
you,
so much sense to me. And a lot of what the feds are coming out with does not add up.
my favorite part of all this has been the FBI, the no longer FBI agents coming on other people's podcasts to be like, what the hell are they doing?
Yeah.
Why are they tweeting? We have a suspect. JK, we let him
Yeah.
go. We have another suspect. Like that kind of stuff is so weird. And this guy was like saying, I don't understand. That never would have
Yeah.
happened 20 years ago in the FBI. What I found interesting in watching the Theo Vaughn
Mm-hmm.
episode with Candace is Kennedy, the president
Mm-hmm.
Kennedy, was about to sign a bill or a document or
Mm-hmm.
whatever that put into effect that Israel could no longer lobby
No way.
American politicians. Literally days from signing it, he was shot. And then it never came up again. And
That's
then
crazy.
I found a recording of Charlie Kirk talking about why he thinks the Kennedy was
Mm-hmm.
assassinated by Israel. And he was like, I think there was a second shooter. I think there was a conspiracy. And he like went on
Yeah.
and on. And I thought, oh man, would he want us to be like on board with there being more to his shooting? Or would he be like, nah, it was just the guy?
I think he would want us to be like Candace. No, there's
Yeah.
more to this story.
Yeah. And I don't know.
I think he would definitely want
I
justice
can't.
for his killing.
Oh, he would definitely want the world to know why he was
Yeah, and
killed.
I think he would want it exposed for sure. Because that's what he was
Yeah, which
about.
then which then makes it so much more weird that Erica's not silent. She's hosting his podcast and doing all this
I
stuff, but
know.
she's being so like fine.
But that's what makes me think she knows more.
Mhm.
She may.
We didn't mean to become a political conspiracy theory podcast, but these past few weeks have become conspiratorial,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm here for a good conspiracy theory. I definitely believe everything is corrupt. I believe if you've ever seen Scandal, Scandal is for real, okay? MK Ultra definitely
Yeah.
happened, like all of these things. And that's what's crazy too. Okay, so MK Ultra is the one I told you. It's like the Operation Paperclip where they brought all the spies from
Yes.
Germany or the scientists, and they had them developing the LSD
Mm-hmm.
study where they carried out dropping LSD or administering LSD to unconsented human
Yeah.
beings, soldiers. Um, I failed down the rabbit hole, gosh darn it. So there's a sniper there's a couple snipers I've been watching their videos this
Oh.
week, but one of them was explaining that MK Ultra, so he was in the Green Berets. He doesn't talk a lot about what he really did.
Yeah.
So one of the snipers in this video, I can link them below. His name's Marcus, and I first started going and watching his videos because when everything was coming out, he was like, "This is what I did." He said, "I can't tell you who I worked for or whatever." He said, "But for 3 solid years, I did 500 sniper shots just back to back to back to back to back." So he evaluated everything that was in it and he goes, "Guys, I think this is before we knew what bullet they were trying to say he was
Mm-hmm.
shot with and anything like that." So he goes, "Guys, I think it happened. I think this is just what happened." And he was explaining why and
Yeah.
like the science behind it. And he was explaining that most first time people behind a gun, a sniper
Mm-hmm.
rifle, he said they're honestly weirdly accurate their first shot
Yeah.
because they don't know what the recoil is, they don't know what to expect. And so if he had a clear shot and he was able to do it, he probably like he couldn't have done it the second time, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next time he would have freaked out because the recoil and everything, but whatnot. Anyways, down this rabbit hole we go. These two different snipers. So one's a Green Beret, one's I don't know what he did,
Yeah.
but he's the one that did like 500 shots. The Green Beret guy is like, I tactically train people to be snipers for security purposes and stuff like that.
Oh.
And he was saying that MK Ultra is tied to Manson was one of their people.
Oh.
Well, Manson went on to murder a bunch of people. And then he named a couple other serial killers that were victims of that. And he like talked about how it's known that the government actively tries to create these people and mind control them or give them drugs,
Yeah.
whatever, persuade them to do things. But what he found interesting was his theory on the whole thing is that Tyler didn't do
Yeah.
it, but Tyler was somehow blackmailed or convinced to drop off Grandpa's gun. He also doesn't think Grandpa's gun is the shooting gun.
Right.
So then what's crazy is because the next thing that people start freaking out about is the 306. So it's the bullet that he was
Yeah.
shot with. They're saying there's no way
Yeah.
it didn't exit, right? So, by the way, that's the round. It's the type of round. Now, they are saying that if he hand made the round, which he etched,
Mm-hmm.
right? We know he etched things on them. So if he loaded it himself and loaded less gunpowder or whatever the combination is,
Right.
again, I have no idea. Do not come here for the facts. But if he did it in like a low enough dose, essentially, that he could have made it where it wouldn't have gone all the way through, but he wouldn't have been able to like know that,
Right.
right?
And I assume
But
you have to be pretty skilled and very knowledgeable.
to load your own bullet,
Well,
I don't I don't
to get the
know.
right amount, right?
I mean, people build bombs.
True. But they're also very smart,
Off Googling
obviously.
it. No, I don't think you have to be smart. I think you can just find the right chemicals and
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know, honestly, because I've never been like, you know what? I think I might load my own bullets.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know where to get bullets if I needed
That
them.
weren't already
Okay.
made. Same.
Well, yeah, even the already made ones. I'm not often in stores where bullets are just sold.
True
I
that.
mean, I guess like what's the store? Not is it Dick's?
Mm-hmm.
No, Dick's doesn't sell.
I don't know if they sell guns.
Whatever. Listen, I don't know. My husband does all that. I don't worry about it. But what I found interesting, so for days it was like 3-06. I can't believe he shot with this type of round, the 3-06. Then I'm listening to a long crime video of them dissect. It was like the new things we've learned about Tyler Robinson. And I was already critical because I was like, at this point, we don't care because half the world isn't convinced he shot him. But in their reporting, so this is days ago. This is like yesterday or the night before they put out this video. And in the video, they call the gun a 3-06. And I went, well, now I don't trust you guys. You didn't, because it's not. That's the type of round.
Right.
That's not the type of gun. So now I'm questioning everything you guys say because why are you getting facts wrong?
Right.
I don't know. And then you just spiral. But
going back to it having an exit wound, I believe Candace Owens got in connection with, there is video footage after Charlie Kirk was shot of a guy removing the camera that was behind Charlie Kirk at the time of the shooting.
Yes. Yeah, so he works for Turning Point.
And she knew him, so she hit him up and was like, hey, I want to see the footage. And he was like, I really don't want any more footage out there. And she's like, I won't release it. I just want to see it.
Yeah, he didn't give it to her. He just let her see it.
So she said that there was no exit wound. There was no blood on the other side. It was only blood in the front where you seen it on that video. That's it.
Yeah. You said you haven't been fed 911 calls. So you haven't heard the dispatcher discussing absolutely do not give Charlie Kirk an autopsy.
No. Oh. I didn't hear that. But now that you asked me if I've seen it or heard one, I think you sent me one a couple weeks ago. And it was them so like trying to figure out like where he was and what was going on.
So that's the crazy one, because did you see what he was wearing? He was wearing like, just a t-shirt and pants. That 911 call, that lady says, I just saw a man walk away with a rifle. He's in full tactical gear with a vest, cargo pants, like full tactical, gloves, hat,
the whole 9 yards here,
everything. Yes. So then there's another video that Candace Owens tracked down the people filming, and they were filming him when he got up on the roof. And it come to find out this guy's like military, and says the way he like ran in on the roof and laid down, he knew what he was doing, but also said he was in full tactical gear.
Interesting.
Tyler was never in full tactical gear. So they have all this video footage of him running around campus all morning. And it's like, but where's the tactical gear?
Well, I'm pretty sure I heard Candace Owens say that he never stepped foot on the university campus that day.
Like, they don't have actual footage of him on campus
that his parents told, I don't know who, that those pictures are not him. This is so I started following her on Instagram when I kept seeing that she was like talking so much about Charlie Kirk. And she posted stories because she was like, I just want to put this out here right now that
Tyler Robinson?
Yes, that Tyler Robinson is not suicidal. He never was suicidal, because I guess they were coming out and saying that he was suicidal because of all this. And she was like, I just wanted to break the news. And she said also his parents never turned him in, and he never confessed. He's still maintaining his innocence. So like all the things that they're saying, that the feds are saying, are actually false, because if somebody turns themselves in, you kind of have to like have a confession. He has not done any of that. So
no, and that's the other thing. So he got appointed a lawyer. His lawyer is Corey Richins' lawyer. So do you know who Corey Richins is? She's a mom. She allegedly poisoned her husband and then wrote a children's
I know
book.
who you're talking about.
Yes. So her case is coming up next year, maybe this year. I don't remember. But either way, her lawyer is now his lawyer.
Wow.
And I just, yeah, it's been so weird. I don't understand. For the FBI to be the company that, or the entity that we're always like, they don't tell us anything. For them to be saying so much, I'm like,
right. Also, Charlie Kirk, he did not believe that the feds were on our side.
oh, 100%. The feds are not on. Guys, no, the government is not on our side.
Care. But
Today when we were at the walk, there was a drone. So in years past, since Cincinnati Children's, so my company is the one that puts it on. But in the years past, they hired outside photographers and then they like contract with them. Well, this year we started a media team, so they have their own media team. And during the walk, there was a drone and it was going back and forth and everyone was like waving. And I was like, that's nice, a drone. Wish Charlie Kirk's security team had one of those. I've heard they did.
They probably did.
Like that.
There's no way
there was drone. It's insane. So that was the other thing was Erica said that they had basically talked to the team and they were going to continue his tour, and essentially the Turning Point had representatives that they could put at these events to debate. So that was the plan.
It just sucks because it's like it's not the same. It's just not the same.
Yeah, because people went to debate with him. Yeah. And I think not the same, yes, but I do think it's what he would have wanted because he wanted the conversations to happen whether or not they were with him.
Yeah. I agree with that.
But did you see the government might shut down?
No. For what?
You're like, what does that mean?
Like, so didn't the government shut down a couple years ago?
Yeah. This one I think is going to be worse because Trump, so something you don't know, well, you know, but nobody really thinks about is Trump laid off like half of the government employees when he took office. Like entire units of the NIH were dissolved, Department of Education dissolved, like different things like that. So those people all had jobs that then they didn't have. Yeah. So now they have to approve a budget by, I think, October 1st. Wow. Maybe the 3rd. And there are things written into the budget that like support ICE and stuff like that the Democrats are like, we won't sign that. And the Republicans are like, we won't sign anything you counter.
Wow.
If the government goes into shutdown, all government employees will be furloughed. Effective immediately. CDC, closed.
Wow.
NIH, my job highly depends on the NIH, closed. Like,
wow.
Yeah. So for however long the government is shut down, those people do not have jobs and checks are not paid.
Does this mean that Trump is out of a job too?
Strangely, I don't know how that works, but it is just so funny that I'm like, what did I see? I saw a reel that was like, while you've been worried about Tyler Robinson and his Discord messages
that are fake.
The United, I see a vehicle.
Yeah.
So
I have to retrieve my gun.
Did you see someone put them in AI and AI was
these
like,
are fake. Yes.
These are fake.
Me that. Hilarious.
Okay. They're like, these are not real. People do not talk like this. What did he call a patrol vehicle?
Yeah.
Cop car?
A cop car.
The popos? Yeah. You could call it anything else.
Police car.
You could have called it anything else. A patrol vehicle.
And,
that's insane.
She was like, when she talked about the messages, she was like, I want you to type in retrieve in your search engine for your iMessage. And I typed it in. honey, ain't nobody I talked to
No.
or myself has ever said that in a message to me. Then she said
My
to put vehicle in, and there was stuff that
see.
came up, but it was all news stories that I had sent people. I was like, this is hilarious.
Literally, it comes up in mine only because Sean and I like sent each other car dealerships and stuff like that. And then one of my friends that works in, she's a first responder, she texted me and said, looks like a cop was hit by a vehicle, which is how she would describe if she's like running into the hospital to explain why this person is injured. She'd say, hit by a
Yeah.
vehicle, right? She wouldn't be like,
But
run
again,
over by a car.
this
And
is how
then
they're trained to talk.
the only other text message where I have vehicle is you and I discussing how weird it is that Karen reads vehicle. Uh, was going 25 miles an hour and reversed 85 feet.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it doesn't see it say vehicle. It says car. So, yeah.
See? So it's like,
Retrieve.
yeah, do retrieve. Because I had nothing.
The only one that comes up is like StubHub.
Oh, like retrieve your
Retrieve
tickets.
your tickets.
Yeah, see?
And then Sean sent me a golden retriever thing on Instagram, and that's it.
That's so funny.
Mine only refers to golden retrievers. Yeah.
I love that.
Well, and like one thing I saw was like, okay, let's talk about this for a minute. He's texting his boyfriend, and that's the other thing. Quit calling him his roommate.
know. I thought that was weird too.
Why? I think it's because they don't know what to call him.
His boyfriend.
Do we call him his girlfriend?
Also, somebody
his
said
boyfriend?
he was a furry. I was like, how do we know that?
Yeah, supposedly that is what people are saying is furry, transsexual.
like,
but
what?
listen, here we go. He's like, it was me. And he goes, why? And then he goes, remember when I was etching those bullets?
Yeah.
Bitch, what? No. How did that's not a thing that people sit around and do.
Well, also, it's like,
like
if you're somebody's boyfriend and you see somebody etching bullets, why are we not asking questions?
with
Why
hate,
are we not asking
with
questions?
hateful speech.
Guys.
No, Sean went to a shoot yesterday morning, and the night before he was like getting his stuff ready, and I was just alarmed he took a gun out of the cabinet. I said, "Is that loaded?" He went, "No, my guns are never loaded."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'm just checking." If someone sat down beside me and just had ammo and they were just etching
I'd be
things,
like,
first of
"Bro,
all,
what's going
I
on?"
don't know enough about ammo. I would think it would explode.
Right.
I don't know what he was etching it with, but I'm already thinking sparks. We gonna die.
Right. Same.
I don't know how this works. I don't know what's required.
Same.
But I'm already thinking explosion.
My sister, literally, she did like, obviously, both my sisters are like not into the conspiracy theories. Like, I like to go down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories. I think they're interesting. I
Yeah.
think that, you know, there's always something to say about them. And if information comes back that's like factual, I'm like, yes. But I literally had a 2-hour conversation with her, telling her about all the Candace Owens videos I had watched.
So that made me think about the new conspiracy theory. So, well, not even conspiracy. It's just Candace Owens has connected all these little things. And this is where they fall apart for me because I'm like, it can't be that deep. But she has the property where they found the gun.
Oh.
Candace Owens looked into who owns that property. Well, the owners of that property is a company that also own pipes. They like make pipes and stuff.
I thought this was weird, and I didn't know where she was going with this, but once she explained everything, it kind of makes sense.
So they manufacture pipe fittings and stuff. So then she was like, okay, what do pipes have to do with any of this? And then several people were like, no. Like, if you think about all the pipelines and stuff that the government fights over, they're actually really important. So then she started looking into what projects this company might have. And they have pipes that run under the university, and there was a hatch door.
Yeah.
Was a hatch door right under where Charlie Kirk was sitting. 2 days after he was killed, they came and paved over whatever that area.
I thought that was so bizarre.
It's so strange.
To me, I was like,
part of me understands because
when I first heard it, I was like, oh, the blood. Like, they don't want, the students to like come and see it and like come back to school and there's just stained blood. But then I'm like, so you don't just clean it?
It's a crime scene.
Yeah. So you just redo the concrete? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. It all feels weird anyways. Yeah. It felt weird when it happened. It feels weird now, but now it's like, I don't know.
Something is funky.
Literally. And then Candace has since pulled her kids out of school. Yeah. And
well, for her, I think that it makes sense because, I mean, she has to have all her ducks in a row, and she has to protect her kids, especially with the things that she's talking about, the people that she's talking about.
She said she felt uneasy about some of the stuff they were all having to discuss about Israel prior to him dying, and had already that week before he was killed hired extra security. Yeah. I know. Insane. But I mean, I don't know, grateful I'm not in that line of work.
Same.
I think. I don't know.
But also, like, if it is true, because this is all alleged, it is scary because we essentially are controlled by the government. And if Israel controls the government, then it's controlling us.
If anybody that's the thing, is the government is, I mean, we already know the government's controlling us, y'all. Like, you can't tell me I have to go to school and make me pay for the food that's there.
Isn't that wild?
And tell me the government isn't controlling us.
It's craziness.
Well, like, something I saw recently, it was like, remember when we were kids and we had the VHS and the DVDs, and like we owned our music, we had CDs and stuff like that. And it like walks us through how all of that has been taken. So it's all subscription services. And this person broke it down and was like, we don't own anything.
I was just talking to my husband about this a couple weeks ago.
We don't own anything.
We own nothing anymore.
Don't own. You know what it makes me mad? One of Taylor Swift's old songs says, there's a line where she says, if you tell my friends such and such, that's fine. I'll tell mine you're gay. And I always loved that line.
Yeah.
Well, she's like pro for the gays now, which, I mean, everybody is, right? It's a good line. Okay. Yeah. It was a killer. It was great because that's exactly what we wanted to tell people about our boyfriends when they pissed us off as kids. He's gay. Her songs now, because they're all streamed, she's changing her lyrics. So even last week, people noted that a lot of songs from Reputation, the lyrics were changed within Spotify.
Interesting.
The words were changed, and so they think a new song is coming to replace some of those. But in it all, it makes me mad because I'm like, I like that you can make mistakes and like own them and see, like, we had that media. It was ours to keep forever.
Yeah.
We just don't have it anymore. Now we have to pay.
Insane.
We were at a birthday party yesterday. One of Sean's coworkers said, in order to get every ESPN football game in your house this year, you would have to have over $1,000 in subscription services.
Really?
Because they're all on Peacock or Amazon or Disney. Like, they're all on something different every weekend. So to watch every game, if you wanted to watch every single football game, you'd have to have $1,000 in.
I mean, unless you still pay for cable.
No, they don't.
I thought they
No,
have like
they
sports
don't show them on.
packages.
They don't show them on cable anymore.
What?
There are some games that are exclusively on Peacock, exclusively on Disney, exclusively on Amazon. Like, it's insane. They don't show them on cable anymore.
That's wild. And
Yeah.
very annoying.
Yes. That's like me trying to figure out, like, because we did cancel a bunch of our subscriptions a few months ago. So then, like, the other day, I'm like in Netflix. I'm like, I really want to watch, like, I don't know what I was looking for. Oh, One Tree Hill. Nope, don't have that because I don't have Hulu right now.
Oh.
And so I'm like, gosh darn it.
Yeah, I always go through and I'm like, which one can I live without? And then I decide at the end that I can't live without any of them. And so I don't delete any of them. But
it's terrible. We actually
do you have Disney Plus?
So I played the fifth on what I do in Disney.
Well, because I was gonna say you can bundle Disney Plus with Hulu and pay cheaper.
So we have a Disney Plus account, but so does my dad. So because we logged out of all of ours and suspended ours, we logged in through his, but it didn't log into the Hulu. And I always just feel crappy being like, can I have your login?
No, because I share some of my logins. This is the beautiful part about having people that have stuff that you don't have, because like I have Peacock, and then my sister has like HBO Max.
I don't have Peacock.
So like I share my Peacock information with her and she gives me her HBO Max. But that's when Netflix kind of pissed me off, when they started doing the like you have to pay for each like profile you have. I'm like, that's stupid.
Do you guys have Apollo?
No, I don't even know what that is.
It seems sketch, okay. And you have to pay for it in Bitcoin.
Yeah, I definitely don't have that. I know nothing about Bitcoin, so.
But we love it. So you can have up to 6 accounts, and I think we paid, Sean's brother bought it actually he's the only one who buys it, 'cause he's the only one who has Bitcoin, and then we pay him. But I think for 6 months it was like $50, and you can have up to 6 accounts. So each one, I have it, Sean's parents have it, Sean's brother has it, like everyone has it. And then it seems sketchy the first time you're putting it on, but it is like the LimeWire, but like legit of
That's funny.
everything today. So you can get Peacock on it, you can get all cable channels, all football games, you can get movies when they come out in theaters.
Oh, really?
And they're not in your home yet.
Yeah, I don't go to the movie theater. I think it's a ripoff. It's so much money. It's ridiculous.
And my kids love going. That's a grandparents thing, because I can't spend the money on and then my kids want the popcorn and all the candy and all the stuff, and I'm just like,
oh girl, I go to the 99-cent store and I sneak in snacks. I'm that parent.
I do that. I have a purse that literally I only use it for the movie theater.
I have a diaper bag, so usually I just shove everything in my diaper bag. And I'm not sorry about it.
No.
I'm not spending that money, okay?
No, we do the same thing. We bring our own go to the gas station and whatnot and buy the candy and stuff, because it's like, I'm not paying y'all.
It's like fucking $10 for some candy.
Gosh darn food.
It's like, no, thank you.
No, it's absolutely
I know.
ridiculous.
I feel the same way. I'm going to have to check out Apollo. I don't know if I'd want to pay $50. Yeah. Also, then you have to try to figure out how to pay it in Bitcoin.
Hold on. I don't know how much it was. Well, it used to not be in Bitcoin, but now you do. I'll find the details.
Is it because you can't track Bitcoin?
Apollo, I don't want to call it a streaming service.
That is so interesting to me.
And that's the problem, right? Is like every time we look at it, we're like, oh, it looks so scary. Yeah, I don't even know.
And where do you have this? Do you have this on your TV?
I'll find it. We have it, you can only have it on an Amazon Fire Stick. So then we have an Amazon Fire Stick with it on it. So we can move it
Gotcha,
around.
gotcha.
Technically, I guess, but it's weird. I don't know. I don't
Well,
know how it
back in the
works.
day, there was apps that you could download on an Android, like on a Amazon stick, you could have it too,
Hmm.
where yeah, it was like movies that were in theaters and literally everything was on there and it was free because you would have to like download it
Hmm.
through like a Google, like just on Google. You
Yeah.
just search for it, download it, and then it would stay like as an app on your like Android device. And then we would connect our Android like tablets to our TV and we that's how we watched TV for like so long because
What?
who wants to pay for cable? Not me.
Nobody. I hate
Nah.
cable. If I didn't need internet for literally everything that I did, I wouldn't have internet.
Yeah.
I mean, how I feel about everything in my life.
Because you have to do it.
Guess I have to
I
do
know.
it.
I know. I love that this turned into talking about Candace Owens for an hour.
Yeah, I can't, poor Candace. I can't imagine because I don't know. They're all so connected to the government and
Mm-hmm.
also plugged
Yeah.
in and also
Yeah.
knowledgeable. And with knowledge comes power, but also the threat of crazy things. That's why they burn the books in some of the movies, you know?
Yeah. And also, I can imagine because she has such a huge platform that, I mean, even talking about the Charlie Kirk situation, she has had so many people just watching her. I mean, it's astounding the amount of people that watch her at once. She has like
Mhm.
200,000 people. I have never seen a live have that many people in it at once. And so she has
Yeah.
all these internet sleuths that find
Hmm.
information for her as well. Like she'll be like, oh, okay, all internet sleuths, like I need this and this and this. Can you see if you could find it?
And they just come with
I'm like,
receipts.
wow. So I think a lot of the time when I watch her videos too, she always has something to back up what she says.
Yes. Or
So,
she says, this is super alleged. I
yes.
have no proof.
Yes.
Or she says, I can't say it because I have
Yes.
nothing.
So, I
Um,
think she does it in a way that is it's
I do find it interesting that in all of this, Erica has not asked her to stop.
yeah,
Because she said, the only people who can get me to shut up right now
is Erica.
are my husband and Erica Kirk herself.
Yeah.
And I do think it's interesting that Erica has not called for her to stop talking.
I don't think it's that weird. No.
You don't?
Because watching Erica,
Mm-hmm.
the girl is putting on a show. Okay? And I can
Yeah.
tell you that being his wife, I think at the back of her mind and his, it was always there that if something happened to him, it had to be
Mm-hmm.
something greater than what's actually out there, than what people are saying. Like, we have to think about
Mm-hmm.
it, and we have to think about it with the whole picture.
Yeah.
The things that this fool
Something I
talked about,
think, yeah.
as wild and crazy as we thought they were, I don't know. They could have some facts.
Something I think is crazy. So, literally, the day he died and all of the shock and the hurt and everything, I said, this is insane. And I said something off the cuff and I said, they're going to want Erica to be vice president. And Sean goes, who is she? No one knows who that girl is. And I went, no, she's a political figurehead. And I find it interesting that he was always so much like, I don't think I'll run. I don't think I'll run. I don't think I run. And then he is assassinated. Allegedly. I mean, no, he was assassinated. We don't know who did it, but fine. And then she is engulfed by the White House.
Yeah. It's wild.
Name another if anybody else got assassinated, Vance and Trump would not be there the way they are being so. Now, I will say she was in one of the pageants, the Miss Arizona pageant or whatever, so I don't know if you knew this, but Trump owns that pageant. Like, he owns all the Miss America pageants. So they do have prior connections and like history. So they do know each other. I just then the other day saw a TikTok that said, what if it's all for Erica to run under Vance as VP?
And that would be insane. But also, JD Vance and Charlie Kirk were like best friends.
Yes.
So they have that connection as well.
Yeah. And Vance is very relatable. Yeah. Like, I mean, he's from here, right? Yeah. So he freaking drives on our freeways and they shut down the road. And I'm like, he doesn't care, y'all. Yeah. Okay. He went to what was it, KFC? He went to one of the restaurants in our town last week or a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Shut the whole freaking town down. And it was like, we have a Facebook group. There's not a ton of people in our town. No, he is like from not far from here. So he went to the one here though. And everyone was like, why can't I get around in town? And they're like, JD Vance is at the freaking KFC. We're like dying. We're like, why is that where he went? We have so much other cooler. We have a restaurant in our downtown that's known for how many presidents have eaten there or stayed there. It's like a hotel too. On the same road. Yeah. He chose not to go to the Golden Lamb. He chose KFC.
I mean, when you want some fried chicken, I guess that's where you're going to be at. I think KFC is not that great, but that's just me.
I can't tell. In fact, I know the last time I had KFC, my parents bought it. In fact, the last 100 times I've had KFC, my parents bought it.
Wow.
And we only have it with
John and Tish
because they
big KFC fans.
They love easy dinners. Same. Especially like they help us so much when they're here. So I don't care what they bring home. I will eat it. You know what
fried chicken is even better than KFC though? You ever had Vaughn's hot deli fried chicken? And Mojo potatoes? It hits.
You know what I don't like though? What's the chicken place? Cane's.
Oh, I don't like Cane's. Yeah. My brother-in-law got food poisoning from Cane's.
Hear me out, right? You have 3 things on your menu,
and
which like
all chicken strips.
We being from California, understand this because In-N-Out has 1, 2, and 3 on their menu.
In-N-Out is delicious, so
that's my point. If you're going to only have 3 things on your menu, make it be the best damn chicken, bread, and lemonade I've ever had.
I agree.
Don't give me Texas toast from the frozen package.
Literally.
And Tyson chicken and make me pay $100 for it.
Yeah.
And then be mad when I'm like, it's not even that good.
Fast food now is not worth it because one, it's freaking so expensive.
Out of the Literally though.
And,
fast food.
And it doesn't even fill you up anymore. Or it just doesn't even taste good. I had a McDouble the other day from McDonald's. It was cold. I was like, I just got this. No. Why is it cold?
I feel my heart rate change when I eat McDonald's.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I have for like over 12 years. Like when I was in the OR, I would get it some days. I would dread it. But I would get it because I was running into like a rush, got called in for surgery, knew I was going to be in the OR for a few hours. So I like run through McDonald's, literally feel my heart rate change as my body starts digesting McDonald's. I don't
It's all
like
the
it.
hormones.
On what day? On Friday the girls didn't have school. They were like,
Oh,
"Will you take us to
fun.
McDonald's?" Did I take them? Yes. Did I get
No.
anything? Absolutely not. Kind of Diet Coke.
Ooh, their Coke is above all the rest. I
Yeah.
will say that.
I don't know. I don't like their cups anymore. I miss the big old styrofoam
Nana
cups.
loves the styrofoam too, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't like the feeling of styrofoam, so drinking out of it gives me the heebie-jeebies a little
I'm
bit.
okay. I don't like when you look at styrofoam and you think like you don't like the
Yeah.
feel of it. Is it like because you think of biting it?
No,
Because
I don't want
that's
to think
the
about
thing
that.
that is like. But as long as you don't bite it, I don't mind
I don't even
styrofoam.
like the feel of it.
Huh.
It just grosses me out, makes me weak. Yeah, I don't like it.
Interesting. We were talking about that, like weird sensory
Yeah.
things the other day, and my youngest does something. I don't remember what she does to avoid feeling something. And I said, yeah, like my little sister used to. She didn't like the line, the seam in the
Oh, I
socks.
hate the seam in the
So
socks.
instead, so she would pull her socks and then fold them over. And I'm like, you know what I couldn't do? A folded over sock in my shoe all day.
Um,
Like,
so my mother-in-law actually cannot stand that line in the sock either. So she
mm-hmm.
wears her socks inside out. Because she's like,
Yes.
I
So I have
can't.
seen people do that. You can buy socks without the toe seam.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. To me, though, I've never been bothered by the toe seam.
It has to be perfectly on my foot, though.
Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. There are other things that bother me. Toe seam, not one of them.
Oh my goodness, I'm exhausted.
I know, me too. Should we wrap this?
Yeah, I have
How
to
did
go
we get
clean
here
all
episode
my
up?
stupid house.
I have to go pull weeds. Do you know why I hate pulling weeds? I have therapy tomorrow, by the way, but whenever I was grounded or in trouble, that was when my dad would be like, go pull weeds. And the weeds would be like as
Oh.
tall as me. And I'd spend weeks out in the backyard of Lake LA. In fact, we were watching a Shabuzi music video the
Yeah.
other day. And the girls were like, where are they? They're in the desert. And Sean goes, yeah, it might be your mom's hometown. I said, it's not. He said, how do you know? I said, there's actual trees in the back.
We
I
ain't
said,
got
there's
no
no
trees.
Joshua trees, but there's real trees. And the girls were like, you didn't have any trees in your hometown? I said, I mean, if they were in your
Yeah.
yard and you planted it there, then
Otherwise,
yeah.
it was a Joshua tree.
But if you were out here on this dirt road that Shabuzi's driving down, I promise
Yeah.
that we're not bushes that had life to them.
No.
Sean, we were on the phone the other day, and he said, I'm watching these leaves just like spin off this. They're just, the air is
Yeah.
like moving them off the tree. And I said, so let me like just say dust devil, but not dust,
Yeah.
right? Like you mean you have a cyclone wind,
Yeah.
but no dust.
It's just leaves.
It never occurred to me that people who didn't grow up with dust wouldn't know what like a dust devil was.
That's so funny.
Because that's what we called them, but they happen other places. They just don't have
What do
dust.
you what do
So-
you call
I
what do
don't
you
know.
call the little like you know how we have weeds out here that have like those little thorny things on them? What do you call those?
Oh, goat heads.
Same.
And those sons of
They
bitches
hurt
hurt
so
people don't
bad.
believe me that they have venom.
Yeah, because it's itchy.
Like they have poison.
I'm always
They hurt
itchy after.
so bad. Also, people do not understand. If you are not from Southern California and you think you've had a sticker in your foot, like, oh, I've had some stickers from bushes. No, these bitches have two thorns. They look like a goat head. And when they're stuck in
Oh my
you,
god, it's awful.
You need surgery to get, not really, but
Feels like it.
It's an event.
Yeah.
It's an event. No, that's like the same thing. Someone was telling me the other day about, oh, one of the girls I work with got bit by a spider. This was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And she sent us a picture, and I was like, girl, go to the emergency room. Like, and she was like, it's just a spider bite. I said, girl, brown recluse.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Black widow, all these things. Finally, she goes, yeah, my mom so she did go, and she had to have them drained and like treated, and antibiotics and all this stuff. And her mom said, yeah, she said, my mom kept telling me about this brown spider. And I said, yeah, brown recluse. Them bitches will kill you. Yeah. Like, do not mess with, the other day too, we were at the zoo and there was not a spider. What do you call them things?
What was it? What did it look like?
The one with the tails. The tail.
The vinegaroons?
That gets you.
Oh, a scorpion?
No. Yes. So scorpions is what I'm talking about, but vinegaroons also insane. I do not understand what those are. Like, they are just terrifying.
I don't even think they're I don't even think they're spiders. I think they're like a beetle.
They're not.
Or something.
They're like they're an arachnid. So I've looked at.
They're ugly.
They're an arachnid. So they have the 8 legs, but they also have like a weird tail. Anyways, they're so weird.
Yeah, I can't look at them.
Growing up, we'll insert a picture, because growing up, this was what we were afraid of, and they would like. The rumor was, if you got bit by one or stung by one or whatever the heck they do, I don't even understand, you would taste vinegar for up to a year or even beyond, like for the rest of your life. That
terrified me, because vinegar absolutely smells disgusting.
Literally.
It's like, that's terrifying. But
my worst fear as a child was getting bit by this.
Same. But also,
spider.
We didn't know what a vinegaroon was. The thing I thought was a vinegaroon is actually a camel spider. That's what we used to call vinegaroons.
No, vinegaroons look terrifying.
They are hideous.
Well, so the other day there was a scorpion at the zoo.
Gosh.
So first there was a snake, and I pet the snake.
Oh.
And then there was a scorpion, and I went, no. And Sean went, you draw the line at scorpions? And I said, look,
I would not touch one.
In our hometown, snakes were not necessarily bad. We would raise or buy king snakes and let them go so that they would eat the rattlesnakes and keep those things away. Scorpions, on the other hand, I remember you didn't mess with them. No. Okay? Them bitches will get you. And I remember a specific memory where me and my siblings were sleeping on the floor in the living room. And my dad like got down and was like waking John up. And John like turned. And when he went to roll back, my dad caught him and like ripped him up and was like screaming. And there was a scorpion underneath him. And like literally I'm just like, no. I will play with a snake all day long, because a snake can bite me. And odds are it's not venomous, right? For the most part. Scorpions, they're all venomous. Yeah. All of them, just like spiders. No.
And I hear it hurts like a bitch to get stung.
And you don't know what happens. Yeah. How many people do you know got stung by a scorpion?
I don't think I know very many. But there was a scorpion outside when I walked to my laundry room. And I had dropped something. And I went to go pick it up. And there was a scorpion right there. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I ended up stepping on him, which was terrifying.
Yeah, I don't know that I would have.
I had to.
I'd be like, you can have the house.
I didn't want it to go in my house. So I was like, I have to kill this stupid thing. Which I'm going to say sorry to my sister right now, because she's not going to like this conversation about the spider. She's terrified. And sorry that we inserted pictures.
You have to, though.
She's going to be terrified.
I will never forget the first time I was telling somebody about the spider I grew up with, and they were like, that doesn't sound like a spider. And then I looked at a picture and I showed it to them, and I was like, I don't know why that is not the image that sticks in my head, because they look 1,000 times more terrifying.
So you saw a vinegaroon in person?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Did you?
I think
maybe you think it's a camel spider.
Maybe. We just knew they existed. Vinegaroons are the most alien looking bug I've ever seen.
They're disgusting.
I was told they were a spider growing up. So whenever I was thinking one might be around me, I thought it would be a spider. And then I see the picture and I'm like, oh my God.
So people own these and like hold them.
No.
They look like they're gonna kill you.
Scorpions too. Yeah, no.
No, thank you. No.
Like, all right. Thanks for coming to our podcast about nothing.
Yeah,
week.
we hope you enjoyed, and we'll try to be better prepared next week.
Yeah, it was a week.
It really was.
We probably won't be more prepared
Probably
next
not,
week.
but that's what you came for.
If you don't, yeah, if you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, also let us know. Or don't.
We're
so,
open.
bye.
Bye.